Konnichiwa! Welcome to another edition of Buzterwow. I hope you guys are having a good time. Today, we're going to be playing some Sakura Dungeon. Now, I have never played this game, but I have heard that it is quite lewd, to say the least. But I thought I'd start a series of something that I enjoyed, and something that I really enjoy is anime. I love anime. It's one of the best things about my life is getting to play any type of game that's revolving around an anime. This doesn't revolve around an anime, but as you can see, it has a lot of artwork that looks like anime. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm super excited. Let's play normal. So this game is a dungeon crawler game. And I'm super excited about playing it. Hide, log, back, auto, skip, jump, save, load, option. Auto, huh? Is this long dream over? What happened to me? How much time has passed? I cannot say for sure. But I can tell that I have not been awake for a long time. That's right. I'm beginning to remember now. A loud yawn escapes from my lips as I look at my surroundings. I rub the sleep away from my eyes, my blurred vision slowly focusing. That was a good nap. It's then that I notice someone else standing in the room. You monster! A woman clad in silver armor is pointing a sword at me. She's kind of rude, considering that I've just woken up. I challenge you! I can't help but ignore her for a moment. Looking behind me, I see a shrine with a crystal in its center. Tapping the strange crystal, I feel my finger go numb. Tell me, what did you do inside this room? I solved the puzzle, and you emerged from the midst which came from it. So it seems like I was sealed in a puzzle. I have no idea how this puzzle works, but this woman was capable of figuring it out. But enough of that. I don't know who you are, but I will defeat you. That's such a manly voice for a girl.
Oh, so you're an adventurer. I look her up and down. She does look like the type. She can obviously tell that she's trained hard. Every single one of her movements are precise and efficient. Know my name, Fox. I am Siri, the adventuring knight.
Still too manly. If you're an adventurer, you'd be up to date on current events, right? I don't understand why you're asking that, but yes. Tell me, adventurer. When did the domain of Queen Isis, what the fuck, disappear into the dunes? She just looks at me dumbfounded. What a bizarre question. That was during mythical times, hundreds if not thousands of years. Oh, so it's been a while then, several hundred years. I wonder what has changed while I've been asleep. Do you not even care that I'm here? Stop insulting me! She brings her blade down in an arcing slice. I step to the side, avoiding it completely. She looks at where I was standing so fast. Oh. It seems my power is missing. I can feel the magic pulsing through the room around me. My magic has been siphoned while I was asleep. This is not good. It seems that I'm going to have a lot of questions to ask when I get back to town, presuming it's still there. I still have enough power to defend myself against this adventurer. However, grabbing the hilt of her sword with both hands, she swings at me again. Could you please stop that? Again and again, she keeps swinging. She's very fast. For human, at least. However, she isn't able to keep up with me. No, you can't be this fast. Why not? You just can't be. She's quivering anxiously now. Ignore me for a moment. She looks behind herself. No, I can't run away. She stills herself. Face me, monster! She charges at me, brandishing her sword carelessly. I have had enough of this! In my hand, a swirling orb of water forms. Launching from my hand, so orb hits the adventurer in the chest. The force of it sends her flying back across the room. Her armor shatters into pieces. I slowly walk over, looking down as she lays on the ground. She tries to stand back up, but is unable to muster the strength to do so. But she doesn't look afraid. In fact, she's looking me dead in the eye. So, this is it then. I knew this day was going to come eventually. Despite her obvious pain, she forces a smile. Well, you're my last opponent. Could I get a last request? I think you misunderstand my intentions. Even though this woman is hostile, I have no intention of ending her life. From my lips, ancient words pour. Mana envelops the room slowly, circling it onto the fallen night. Wait, what are you doing? Eventually, I finish the spell and my mana dissipates. Come on, get up. What? Don't be. Her body responds and stands upright. What? My body did this on its own. What did you do to me? Sorry, I had to test if the spell worked correctly. What spell? What did you do? It's a binding spell, a magical contract between you and I. From this day forward, you are my subordinate, and I am your master. You may call me Yomi. I used the last of my power of this spell, so I'm going to be relying on you, Siri. I'm your what? Release me from the spell immediately. Sorry, but I can't release the spell right now. First of all, we need to get you somewhere safe. Let's see if I still have it. Checking one of my pockets. I can't help but smile when I see it. Here it is. I firmly grab the knight by her arm. What are you doing? Just tell me what's going on. 3, 2, 1. The warp stone inside my robe begins to resonate. One moment we were standing in that room. The next we were standing in my hometown. What? Where are we? Somewhere safe. This is a town I passed through earlier. Why here of all places? Oh, good. To know that the illusion spell is still working then. What's even better is that this town is still standing. Illusion spell? I don't understand. What do you mean by? She just slumps her shoulders in defeat. Well, it's somewhere safe. But what does this town mean to you, Fox? There's humans here, so wouldn't this place be unsafe for you? Not at all. I founded this town myself. We need to disguise the dungeon's entrance, so this was our solution. Dungeon's entrance? Wait, are you telling me that you're the dungeon lord? I was, at least. But I'm guessing that is no longer the case. My connection to the dungeon has been severed, so that can only mean one thing. I have been usurped. Siri just stares at me in disbelief. Such a thing can happen sometimes, yes. Let me guess. You were there to clear out the monsters. Well, yeah. But I have failed miserably. That's good, actually. Our goals are the same. Anyway, I do not like seeing you walk around in tatters. Let's get you cleaned up. I take her with me to the inn. As I step inside, everyone goes silent. Everyone immediately stands up and rushes to the entrance. One particular figure stands out among them. None other than Isabella, my innkeeper. My humble master? Is that really you? Really? Really? Who else would it be, Isabella? Cheers erupt from the inn. Sorry to keep you all waiting. We didn't know what happened to you. One day you were here, the next you disappeared. This is so sudden. Where have you been? Well, I was sealed away inside an abandoned room. I don't quite remember how that happened, but I think I will work it out. I see. The important thing is that you're okay. We are so glad to have our dungeon lord back. I'm glad to see you all again. However, there is a problem at hand. Yes, unfortunately, in your absence, someone else has taken your dungeon from you. I've heard that they're really bad down there right now. Siri just stares at them. You are all monsters? Like I said, illusion spell. Since you're currently my subordinate, you can see through it. She appears to be in a state of shock. Oh yes, we served her earlier. What is she doing with you? She's the one who released me, so now I've decided that she's going to work for me from now on. It's not like you to take humans for servants. Well, I have a good feeling about this girl. She looks kind of pale, and it looks like you two had a bit of a disagreement. Please see to her needs. No problem. I'm more than happy to serve you, my humble master. She leads Siri away to the spare room. I'll have a hot bath ready for you right away. I should be able to mend this armor, too. Okay. That sounds fine. After a hot bath and a fresh change of clothes, Siri looks like she has recovered from her shock. You're strangely hospitable for monsters. That normally would have cost me hundreds of gold pieces. We look after our own around here. Now then, Siri, I know you aren't going to like this, but we have to work together now. You want to clear that dungeon, I want to get my dungeon back. I do not think it's unreasonable to join forces, do you? She goes silent for a moment. While I find the idea of working for a monster completely absurd, I know that there's nothing I can do about it, this spell you've placed on me. And, it's as you've said, we share a common goal. To defeat the monsters reigning over this dungeon, so I see no point in being angry about things I cannot change. I accept this bargain. It makes me very glad to hear that, Siri. You look like you're quite experienced with dungeon delving, so I'm sure your expertise will be useful. Ha! It did me no good against you. I haven't had a real challenge in a long time, and it's gone to my head. Perhaps this experience is just what I needed. Sometimes you need to take a blow to your pride. It cannot hurt now that, and then, can it? Humility is the only way that we improve ourselves. She lets out a bitter laugh. I would have liked to have learned this lesson in a different way, but as you said, there is no point in complaining about circumstances you cannot change. Anyway, if you need some time before we begin our adventure, I understand. Please feel free to make use of any services we have here. Thank you. I think the first thing I need is a drink. She wanders off to the bar then. While this entire situation isn't ideal, I can't help but be excited. Several hundred years is plenty of time for things to change. There could be entire new human kingdoms out there, new monsters I could meet, new food I could eat. It's as if I stepped into another world. While I cannot say that I was happy to be sealed, I want to make the most of this experience, so let's see what lies ahead. I liked it. This game is so cool. Like, explore the dungeon, go to the shop, talk to Isabella, party status, walk around town, save the game. Let's go ahead and explore the dungeon. Before I go to the dungeon, I should buy some supplies from the shop. Alright, let's go to the shop then. As I enter the shop, someone smiles at me from behind the counter. Charlotte. Charlotte. Now, here's someone I've not seen in a long time. I did not believe it when they said that you were back. Well, I'm here. So, what wondrous goods does my shopkeeper have to share today? Well, we've fallen on hard times since the Dungeon Lord took over. We currently do not have the capacity to make particular strong items at the moment. If you bring me mana shards, though, I can make some basic items. I hope that is enough to make you happy. It is more than enough. You've kept things here nice and tidy, even after hundreds of years. I'm very proud of you, Charlotte. It is good to hear your kind words again, my humble master. I've been saying this in case I needed it. I've been saving this in case I needed it, but I think this would be better if you had it. She walks up and places something in the palm of my hand. You found a warp stone. A warp stone, excellent. Thank you, Charlotte. You're more than welcome. Bring back mana shards from the dungeon, I will gladly make you more. At the moment, the shop does not have a wide array of items. As you progress through the dungeon, more items will become available. Make sure you frequently check on the shop to make sure what else is available between dungeon expeditions. As we step towards the gate, Siri seems apprehensive. Is something the matter? Well, apart from everything that just happened, there is always a sense of anticipation before you enter a dungeon. Well, this is the second time I'm entering. Technically, it is the first. My sealed chamber has long since been cut off from this actual dungeon. I see. Anyway, let's not worry about that. Let's go take my dungeon back. So we are going to go to dungeon entrance level 1. As we step inside, I smell the earth and dust in the air. A dim darkness illuminated by the few spare torches spread out in front of us. It's all too familiar to me. It's good to be home. So before we get started, there's just a few things I would like to make clear, Yomi. Yes? If we're going to work together, can we please approach this my way? Although you are very powerful, I do not know how much dungeon delving you've done. So I feel that it would be best to use my experience here. As you wish. I am here to simply provide guidance. What path you take is up to you. Strange words from someone who just enslaved me. This is just a necessary part of our agreement, so what do you propose? She pulls out a bundle of papers and appears to be writing on a quill. Navigating a place like this is a difficult task. You need to map every little step you take. It is far too easy to get lost if you do not keep track. Very well. Anyway, I would like to take point. Let's get going, Yomi. Navigate the dungeons using W, Q, E, A, S, D, and 2 keys. W makes you move forward. Q and E makes you turn left and right. S moves backward. A and D makes you step side to side. You can alternatively use arrow keys for movement. Pressing 2 key will have you automatically move forward until you meet an obstacle. Every step you take is recorded on your map in the bottom left-hand corner. Remember to pay attention to your map. It will be essential in the journey ahead. You can save your game at any time you are not in battle. If you lose a battle, the game will be over, so make sure to save frequently. You can quick save the game by pressing F5. Your latest quick save by pressing F9. As we continue to walk forward, I hear sounds of something moving in the darkness. Siri immediately reacts, readying her weapon to strike. Bit by bit, our enemy emerges into the light of Siri's blazing torch. Oh, visitors! A rabbit monster? Aren't these notoriously weak? Nothing in this dungeon is as it seems. She has absorbed part of my power. Do not underestimate her. I'm very sorry, but the Dungeon Lord has made it very clear that visitors are not allowed. I'm also very sorry, but I can't leave. Let's get this out of the way. You're about to enter your first battle. The bottom left-hand corner displays your active party members and their status. When it is the turn of one of your party members, they will appear on the right side of the screen. Their available skills will be directly below them. Each skill uses AP. This slowly recovers through the course of battle. All monsters have a guard skill, which recovers AP and protects against attacks. Select your target of your attacks by clicking on it. The enemy's status is displayed by... Okay. Found 10 mana shards. Ooh. I might just need to save this for later. As Siri defeats spawn blow, the bunny girl is practically blown away by force of it. Her clothes are torn to shatters, leaving her completely exposed. For a moment, she just sits there on the cave floor, looking down at the claw straps on the floor. Please, no. Why did this have to happen? Extremely embarrassed, she tries to cover herself up with her hand. You didn't have to be that mean, you know. I know that I had to stop you, but you really shouldn't have used such excess force. A loud sniffle comes from the bunny. An uneasy look skettles on Siri's face. I'm sorry, but it was necessary. If you had just let me pass, this wouldn't have happened. You had clearly won, you know, but then you destroyed my clothes. This dungeon's lord doesn't give us new clothes for months on end. She is so mean to us on the upper floors. Siri looks back at me. It's only the first floor and I already feel like a villain. She lets out a heavy sigh. Is there anything we can do for her? Absolutely. I walk over to the sniffling bunny. She looks up to me with dewing eyes. Oh, come on. Everything is going to be fine. I gently pat her on the head. She looks a little upset. Then, is it? Head back upstairs and talk to my innkeeper. She'll make you new clothes for you. But if I leave, the overseer will get angry. And she's really, really scary when she gets angry. Wait, she'll be angry anyways. I'm in so much trouble. You don't have to come back. If you leave, you could just leave forever. They are going to be able to hunt you down. Really? Her eyes are filled with hope now. She eagerly awaits my confirmation. Yes, just get out of here. But are you going to stop them? That is why we're here. I cannot tolerate injustice being done to poor little monsters. Thank you! Do your best down here. She immediately leaves, taking off far faster than I was expecting. I hope she joins my party. Well done, Siri. You have won your first battle. It is merely one step of a long journey, but she was just far stronger than I was expecting. You said she absorbed part of your power? Yes, my power has been stolen from me and shared among the monsters of this dungeon. If we're going to survive, we'll need to reclaim as much of it as possible. I will share my power with you as we go along, Siri. Well, although I'd prefer to use my own strength, I'll take whatever boons I can. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this special little episode, the first look at Sakura Dungeon. I will be playing more of this game for sure. The battle system is amazing, the music is amazing, everything is so good about this. So, remember to go ahead and high-five that like button for me, comment below, let me know how I can improve my craft, subscribe for more, and we will be seeing you on the next one. Buzz out! Bye-bye!